Welcome back, Money Growth Academy. We've got some new updates on stimulus checks and urgent deadlines that will need to be taken, as well as covering some details and technicalities of receiving your stimulus check. Now, we've got a lot to talk about in this video, so make sure to watch the entire video so you don't miss anything and end up missing out on your stimulus check or having it delayed because of some obscure requirement or piece of information you missed. Now, make sure to subscribe to the channel as we will continue to bring you the latest updates that may actually affect you. Now, first thing, before we get deep into today's updates, hit that like button so we can make sure this video gets in front of all those who really need to see it. We'll talk about a lot of things in this video today, like Social Security retirement, SSI, Ssdi, VA, and RRB beneficiaries. I'm always curious about what the IRS is saying and what's really going on in the community. So leave a comment down below if you haven't received your stimulus check yet. Now, the first update is the IRS portal for checking the status of your check and updating your direct deposit information called Get My Payment tool, which I'm sure you've seen. Now, over the weekend starting on April 25th, the IRS did a serious overhaul of the website and online tool. The IRS is saying the enhancements they've made over the weekend have now allowed millions of taxpayers with new information and access to add direct deposit information before who couldn't. So if the Get My Payment tool provided by the IRS has not worked for you in the past, go check it out after you watch this video to see if you can finally access the tool and change your payment information or see your payment date. Now, the IRS is saying things are fixed, but I got a hard time believing all is well. So please leave a comment down below for the community so we can really see how many people it's actually working for versus what they're telling us. Now, according to the IRS, they say nearly 88 million people have received their stimulus payments. This is now over half the amount of total checks to be sent. If you haven't already, make sure to use the Get My Payment tool to update your payment info to speed up the payment process. If not, you'll have to wait on your check to come in the mail. Now, also remember that the Get My Payment tool cannot update bank account information after your payment has been scheduled for delivery. To help protect against potential fraud, the tool also does not allow people to change bank account information already on file with the IRS. All right, let's get into the meat of this. I've got some good news that needs to be acted upon immediately. So at the end of this video, get it done right away. Now, the IRS finally has given us an update on those who receive benefits through either the Department of Veterans Affairs or Supplemental Security Income. So if you receive SSI or VA benefits and have children and want to get all the stimulus money that is due for having dependents, which you better, because having dependents is a little pricey to begin with, so get your money for them. The government said those beneficiaries of SSI and VA who have children and who do not typically file tax returns need to update their information by May 5th in order for their eligible dependents to be counted in their stimulus payments. So if you have not filed tax returns for 2018 or 2019 tax years and you have children under the age of 17, you need to go straight to the link I'll provide in the comments section to update your info for the IRS to claim the full amount of money available to you. Now, regardless if you fill out this information, if you're SSI or VA, you'll automatically receive the $1,200. But if you want to add some extra money to your account and you have children, you need to act quickly and use the non-filers tool on the irs.gov website to get the extra $500 per child added to your payment. Now, if you were a busy person back in the day and had a lot of kids, that can add up for you, so get it done. All right, so let's go over the dates when you can expect to see your stimulus check if you're a Social Security retirement, SSI, Ssdi, VA, RRB recipient. But first, I'll do a quick walkthrough for those SSI and VA who need to update their info to claim dependents. If this isn't you, you can fast forward to the time you see on the screen. Now, here's the site so you can see what it looks like. Once again, the link is down below in the description to access this website. First thing it lets us know is that if we're a SSI or VA beneficiary with dependents, we need to register now using the non-filers enter payment info here tool. Now, if we scroll down, we can see where we enter the tool, but first, let's look at the information we'll need to provide so that we are ready to go when we enter the tool. So our full name, current mailing address, and an email address. Okay, then a date of birth and valid Social Security number, bank account number, type, and routing number if you have one, identity protection personal identification number, an IP PIN if you received from the IRS earlier this year if you have one, a driver's license or state issued ID if you have one. For each qualifying child, their name, Social Security number or adoption taxpayer identification number, and their relationship to you or your spouse. So once you hit this button, you'll be taken to this home screen that will have some warnings. I know it seems confusing because here it says that if you receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Veterans Affairs benefits, do not continue. But for those with benefits, you will need to continue if you want to claim dependents, all right? So hit get started. You'll create an account providing your email, making a username, inputting a cell phone number, and creating a password. Now write it all down so you don't forget any of these details when you need to log back in. Now once you hit create an account, you'll be directed to another screen to input your filing status, whether that's single or married, filing jointly, and some personal information. Now complete your bank account information so you can receive a direct deposit. Otherwise, they're gonna send you a check in the mail and it might take some time. So if you can, just get the direct deposit. Now you'll be directed to another screen where you'll enter your personal information to verify yourself and simply follow the instructions. You'll need your driver's license or state issued ID. If you don't have one, just leave it blank. Then once you hit submit, you'll receive an email from customer service at free file fillable forms that either acknowledges you have successfully submitted your information or that tells you there is a problem and how to correct it. Now, free file fillable forms will use the information to automatically complete a form 1040 and transmit it to the IRS to compute and send you a payment. Now, if you're a SSA or RRB, the window to submit dependents to receive this extra $500 payment for your dependents has already closed and you'll have to claim those extra payments on your return 2020 next year. So let's talk about when those checks are going to come. Now, the IRS has said that people who receive SSI or VA compensation and pension benefit plans should receive their automatic payments by mid-May. So there you go. Now, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated though, because that can change and some senators are trying to speed that timeline up, and I'll mention that at the end of this video. Now, if you receive Social Security retirement, survivors or disability benefits, as well as railroad benefits, those will begin arriving this week, April 27th. Now, once again, subscribe to stay up to date on the changes for that timeline. Now, if you're one of these beneficiaries, you'll automatically receive your $1,200 payment regardless if you file taxes or not. The next big question most people ask is, how will my stimulus check or payment arrive? Now, the IRS has said that it will arrive in the same way you receive your benefits. So if you receive direct deposit, it will be direct deposit. If paper check, it will be paper check. And if by direct express debit card, it will be direct express debit card. Now, remember though, a warning, if you're a beneficiary of Social Security retirement, survivors or disability benefits, as well as railroad benefits, the deadline to claim dependents has passed, so do not try to use the non-filer tool or it can mess up your check's arrival and possibly lead to you not even getting one, all right? You'll just need to claim those dependents in tax year 2020. Seeing how slow some of these payments have been going out, over 40 senators over the weekend recently wrote a letter to Treasury Secretary and Social Security Commissioner to find another way forward that, without delaying any automatic $1,200 payments, ensures that these Social Security beneficiaries and their children quickly receive the full amount of cash assistance for which they are eligible. So stay up to date with that. That can change this week about how fast they move that out with this push from senators. Now hit the like button if you think payments have been going out too slow for those receiving benefits. Also, comment down below letting us know if your check has come in so we can keep track of the real situation versus what they're actually telling us. Now, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see all upcoming updates concerning stimulus checks. Also, check out any of our other recent videos on the channel and stay safe, Money Growth Academy, and we'll see you in the next video. So here's the overview of the questions and answers I'll be going over. 1, are Ssdi or VA recipients eligible for the $1,200 stimulus check? What if I don't file a tax return? Do Ssdi, SSI, or VA need to file a tax return or a non-filer tax return? Next, what if I receive disability benefits but have other income? Next, how will the stimulus money affect my eligibility for disability benefits? Then, how will I get the stimulus payment? Next, when will I actually get the stimulus payment, which so many are asking about? Then, when should I use the Get My Payment tool? And why do I get payment status not available? If you've had one of these questions, hit that like button for me. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as these things are changing every day and I'll continue to keep you updated. I really do care about all of you out there, and I know if you're watching this video, $1,200 could go a long way for you. So please take the time to sit down and watch this entire video so you don't miss anything and end up not getting your check because of a small technicality. Let's get into it. Are SSI, SSDI, VA recipients eligible for the $1,200 stimulus check? So most recipients of SSI, SSDI, and VA are eligible for the $1,200 COVID-19 stimulus payment, also known as the Economic Impact Payment within the CARES Act. Now, you're eligible for one of these stimulus checks as long as you have a Social Security number,